Megan, you're 12 years old. Yeah, and when we spoke before, you told me that you participate in something at your school called the Social Justice Committee.
Yeah.
Right, and did that have anything to do with why you wanted to come on the Guatemala Stove Project?
Yeah, it did have a big impact because I had been doing the social justice group ever since grade 5, and I was very active and involved. And everybody was saying for the Cuernavaca trip, which students from the high school go to Cuernavaca.
Which is where?
It's in Mexico,
okay.
And they help out there. Everybody was saying, oh, I want to go to the Cuernavaca trip. And so I thought that it was a good chance for me to go and see Third World and help out people without having to apply to Cuernavaca and stuff. And I could see firsthand what was going on, and I thought that it would be very good for the social justice group.
And have you gone? And you've gone back and shared that with them, what you learned?
Yeah. I brought back some. We've brought back some bracelets, and we've been selling them. And before I left, Valentine's Day, we sold a bunch of Valentine's crayons with chocolate, and then all the proceeds went toward building a stove for the Guatemala Stove Project, just because I was going, so they thought that it was a good idea.
Did you raise enough money to build a stove?
Yeah, we did. I think we raised enough money for 2 stoves, maybe 1. I'm not exactly sure, but they sent the check down.
Wonderful. Okay, so tell me one thing that's important to you that you learned or discovered while you were in Guatemala with the Guatemala Stove Project.
Well, I've discovered what life was like outside of Canada and the United States and everywhere. I found what it was like in the Third World, and I got to see firsthand what was going on. So kind of outside our rich little palaces here, and I got to see what life is like for these people aside from us. And
how will that change the way that you operate in the world now?
I'm definitely going to be sticking with the Guatemala Stove Project, like sending proceeds down, but it also shows me how much we have that we don't need, because those people are using everything they have and they're still struggling, and we have a whole bunch of stuff and we're not struggling at all, but we have so much stuff that we think we need but we don't really need. It's just all a bunch of waste.
Thanks so much, Megan. That's wonderful.
Yeah.
Every time I talk to you, I just want to hug you. No, you are like an old soul. You have like the knowledge in you, like sort of like innate, that so many of us adults struggle our whole lives to get. So like you made a big impact on me when I had my interview with you, because it's made me think every single day since then. I actually, more than once, I bookmarked the place where I interviewed you in my little book and read it over and tell people about what you told me about having understanding. Yeah, I have an inspiration board in my kitchen, a big whiteboard, and I put things on it that will inspire me to keep going or to think or be creative. And so my plan, I guess, is to put what you told me, that little quote, which I don't have right here with me, but you know what I mean, and it's on my blog. And I'm going to put that on there, and I'm going to read it every day to remind myself just what you just told me.
I have one question. What was your favorite part of the trip, if you can find one?
Being with us.
I liked meeting the kids. That was my favorite part, because kids here love playing video games and sugar food. And then there's kids down there, and they have absolutely almost close to nothing. And then it makes you think, well, wouldn't they be really unhappy there? But they're just really happy because they have each other to play with, and they all are just famous.
That's great. Thank you.
All right.
Go back up and say to somebody downstairs.